the mentor of the so-called widow of Mohbad, Cynthia Adebanjo. Our mentor is out. This time around, I think this is the end of one. This is the end of one. I'm talking about a woman that a lot of people know as Iyabo, aka Sepeteri. She is also said to be part of those who work alongside Gisle's lover, regardless of where she's working or what she's not working. We want to center this on what is going on Justice for Mohbad. You will be shocked. Recall that she does this often, whenever she's angry, she spills her intent. I know we're all human beings. Life is not easy. Some people have dedicated themselves to wickedness because they want to. Some are into that because of the circumstances and they had no option. It's more like if we cannot beat them, let us join them. She said, and I quote, is it not inside of the house Mohbad died? Mohbad died inside of the house now. Is there camera, CCTV inside of that house? Even if people are talking about camera, you'll be shocked at what she's going to say next. Are we going to call this confession? This is serious. This is unbelievable. In fact, your ears will be full. A lot of people are wondering why, to what end? Is it because there are certain secrets, or is it a personal vendetta? She's going to tell us everything. Is it vendetta against Naira Marley for what Naira Marley did? Naira Marley did not make turn her son to a musician or connect her daughter. Now the daughter has to go to Tanzania. Tanzania of all places. When I say all places, I'm not saying this to spite or to offend those that are non-Nigerians, but I'm saying that some people like to marry close to home. Tanzania, and Nigerians being people who have pride. Not because they don't marry. Nigerians are easy to connect with. In fact, Nigerians are all over the place in the world. They marry, but in this case, Iyabo might not be looking at Tanzania. They oftentimes want to connect to countries that they can so much, boast about. So they'll be like, let us look at Tanzania. Man, if it's a woman, no problem. Tanzania man, Nigerian woman. To them, no, this is a no-go area. This is a no-go. No. This does not make sense. People will mock me. People will mock my daughter. Like it's Tanzania we went to. We didn't even look for some other countries around. Oh, Tanzania. I don't see nothing wrong with Tanzania anyway. But the thing is this. Why is it now that she's saying all of these things? This is 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, still on Justice for Mohbad. You'll be shocked at what you're about to hear. But hold strong. Because this justice, I've always said it, justice for one is justice for all. Let's get right into it.
My son came to me. Festus was around then. He came home for holiday. And he told me, oh, Mom, Naira Marley is planning this thing he wants to do to promote his song. He wrote a song then about women.
Okay.
And then he was going to send flowers to some women who have supported him. And I was okay. You want me to? He said yes. So what do you want me to do? I have to pretend they will not bring the flower, So it was all PR stunts. And, and declare myself a Malian and everything. It's okay. I'd do anything for my children. So we did that thing where I was seated and Festus brought in the flower and everything. Then we did that. And then they turned it around and said I was dating him. And then they turned it around again and said because I had a personal issue with him. So there were so many distractions. And at the time when I said, let's assume, when they brought up what's that one again? The camera, CCTV camera issue.
Okay. In his house, in Mohbad's house.
In Mohbad's house.
Okay.
They first said the house belonged to Mohbad. The house did not belong to Mohbad. It's a rented house, which he rented.
Oh, okay.
Right? We went back and forth on that one. They said they had CCTV camera. I had to go back to the police, find out from them, was there any CCTV camera? Because I didn't see any machine. I didn't know what... You know, these houses in Lekki, a lot of them, when they build these houses, they just put those cameras there.
Oh.
You are the one that will buy the engine.
Oh, okay.
Even when I bought my house in Lekki, they just put the cameras there for camouflage. I was one who, in fact, I changed all the cameras and I bought the engine and everything there. So most of these houses, when you go and rent them or you go and buy them, they just put it there. They do not install the engine and anything. You have to be the one to install it. You know, so that one also came up. So there were so many distractions. But there was one thing I said I was never going to do. I was never going to join them. Do you understand? To tear down a widow, a 24-year-old widow who has just lost her husband. The law would have to take its course. The law would have to do their investigation. The law would have to find out. If the family wants a DNA, that is the family's issue now. That's a different issue. Justice for Mohbad was for us to find exactly what the problem was. Do you understand? If the police people felt that, oh, they needed to get a DNA done, and all that, it's okay.
It's okay.
My own was to come out and create the awareness and push it, right? And then the police were supposed to what? Take up the case, and we were supposed to monitor it. But some people came out and said they were more smarter, more wiser, more intelligent, more this, da, 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 da. And the dragging was just coming from left, right, and center. From people who had issues with me because of the girl-child issue, you understand? They came up, this one came up, that one came up. It was just like, you know, I just said to myself, you know what, Iyabo? Just take a bow. And just pray that the poor boy, at the end of the day, gets justice. That is, if he ever gets justice. Because at the rates at which they have turned this case around, it's crazy.
You have done it.
But I mean, I cannot say that I want justice for someone and then I'm trying to destroy the little home he tried to build for himself, which is his wife and his son. So, like I said, I'll continue to stand by them. If tomorrow the court says, oh, she did it, and there's every evidence to prove that she did it, then I will stand up and say, oh, why did you do this? Now I am not standing by you anymore. Right? Because I will always stand by the truth. But social media is not justice. Sitting right here and giving our opinions about it is not justice.
That's right.
Justice is what happens in the court of law. So you get a good lawyer, you go out there, and you fight your case. And the same thing I'm going to have to do with my colleague who has constantly manipulated people.
I thought you guys...
saying that I am gist lover. You are the same person who claims that you have once bribed gist lover. You said you've made payments to gist lover. Now I need the court to get that information from you. You had a one-on-one relationship with that gist lover. So you claimed. So you will be in the best position to help us track who gist lover is. You cannot come on social media and tarnish my image and then come in the court of law and want settlement. So we are not settling. 2025, we carry go.
So you're not going to let it slide?
Lie to Jesus Mafide. No, it's fight to finish until we find out exactly every allegations that she has made. She said, I knew about the death of Mohbad. She said, I am gist lover. Those two things, she will come out and prove it. She said, my man knows about this death also. She will prove that one. She said, my children are involved in gist lover. She will prove that one. There's a lot of cases for her to prove. And I'm not kidding, I'm not joking. Do you understand? Being my colleague does not give you the right to tarnish my image. We were never friends. We were never friends. You started a lie many years ago, claiming I said you should call me auntie. Same issue you went on TV,
was a long time ago.
Said so many rubbish, insulted my mother, insulted my children. Till tomorrow, she still curses on my children indirectly. She curses on my mother. She went to court, claimed that I cursed her mother. I don't even know where. I've told her to provide evidence. So you cannot sit on social media and be constituting nuisance and making money off my name. Because every time you mention my name, it will fly. Like this, your show now will fly. Do you understand? So you cannot make money off my name and expect me to sit down and fold my hands. There's nothing that you have not said. Nothing. Do you understand? You can insult me from now till tomorrow. You are crazy, you are mad is an insult. You are stupid, you are foolish is an insult. You are a bastard, you are a moron, you are everything. That's an insult. But when you come to lay allegations, you must come with evidence or proof.
I wasn't expecting this at all because I actually thought you guys were settled. Everything is
No. We have not settled. Though they even instructed, the judge instructed that at no point in time should we talk about each other again. And that is why you see that for the longest of time I haven't said anything about her apart from today, and because I've had enough. Do you understand? I've had enough of everything that she's been saying. There's nothing she's not said about my children, my daughter. Nothing she's not said about me. Nothing she's not said. Right? I've had enough. So, and I know we're going to court. So I want the court to have this when it comes out, so that they know that I'm not settling. That's the only thing I'm going to. The next court sitting is what I'm going to say. We are not settling. I have no intentions to, until she can prove everything that she has said. Whether she claims that she wasn't talking to me. She claims that she's not mentioning my name. They asked her, is Iyabo gist lover in court? She said, no. Why are you coming for Iyabo? He said, because Iyabo comments on gist lover page. They asked her again, is she Sepeteri? You said no. Who are you calling Sepeteri? She said somebody else. They said, don't call her Sepeteri again. Don't call her gist lover again. But she has not stopped. She came out, said, the judge have asked us to settle, it's over. Now, my problem with her is that I don't owe you nothing. I don't know you before. You're just a colleague. Do you understand? And it stays there. Yes, you've invited me to act in your movie one time before, which I never got paid for. I did it out of love. It stays there. I don't owe you no loyalty. Do you understand? I don't owe you no loyalty. So if at the end of the day, you want loyalty from me, you have to earn it. Not force it. Not insult me.
No.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, Fola Tinubu is a headache because I'm close to that one. And that's the reason why she's been coming for me. Do you understand? But unfortunately, you're the reason why I got close to the Fola Tinubu in the first place. Because at the time when I was talking about Fola Tinubu, I didn't even know that she was, because Fola Tinubu, I never knew you were married to anybody Tinubu. Her name was different on social media, and she used to sell bra. So I got like, I was just joking about the bra thing. You understand? I was in Canada. I was like, Auntie Fola was selling bra at that time, stone bras. I said, why don't you be doing the advert like the way Fola Tinubu is doing? You know the name, because of our president, the name stuck in my head.
Okay.
And that was the next thing you came out. You started cursing on my mother, cursing on my children, cursing on. I said, you can't do that shit with me anymore. I'm sorry, pardon my language. You can't curse on my family. And I'm like, okay, I'm very petty. You will come out and do videos, 100, 2,000, 1 billion videos. I will not do videos with you, but I will pepper you. You can call me a white witch. Because I will be peppering you. I will not do a video for you like the way you would do a video. Because one video I will do for you, this video now it will trend. They will cut it into 100 pieces. My name makes money, my talk makes money. But, so I won't give you the luxury of that every time. Do you understand? But I will do. Why were you cursing me so much because of this girl? So I was now interested. I wanted to know this girl. And I wanted to help her. Do you understand? And Tinubu is now family to me. She's my goddaughter. She's family. She's in her 40s too, but she's my goddaughter. She's family to me. Do you understand? So you will cry blood. Because I'm not going to stop.
So what Iyabo is trying to establish here is sort of like unclear to a lot of people. While to people who have been following this story, they probably must have grasped one or two things from it. She is kind of like I am in support of Wunmi, protecting her because she's a widow and she's being bullied. And also trying to absolve herself of whatever it is that is out there, such as I am personally against Naira Marley. She has established it. The reason behind my push is because of what Naira Marley did. Naira Marley was trying to put certain hard substance into my children's food. Now, when this is done, it is for two reasons. Let us say this is really something that happened. Two reasons. One, to get you addicted. Once you're addicted, you will need that person to help you sustain that addiction. Whenever you try to get yourself off it, you'll be feeling sick. You'll be feeling depressed. It's a mind control thing. Two, whenever these things happen, it is either the person wants to take advantage of your body. Whichever way it is not right. It is not right. Now, when you send your children across to people that you know, everyone knows that Naira Marley looks like someone who is into this, and I'm very sure that Yabu Joe is well informed. So if you send your children into such environment, what do you expect? Even people that send their children into church, mosque, religious places, or someone that appears to have high moral standard, they still regretted it. So what is this nonsense? They still regretted it. They regretted it. Well, it is what it is. I, for one, I am kind of I don't know. I'm kind of worried about all of these things because everyone that took the life of their loved one is either a widower or a widow. That's the truth of it. If you are part of it, directly or indirectly, you either become a widower. Now, because that title of a widower or widow, that status, does it really, I mean, I don't understand when people come up with this widow or widower as if that is definitely what you will be called when you do not have husband again. So they make it appear as if people are trying to bully Wunmi because Wunmi said the nurse. Where is this nurse? Where is this nurse? We know that Mohbad's father did not act as he should at the beginning, but people have said don't fault him. Let us look at the way forward. All right, the way forward. Now, Iyabo became a spokesperson. She was one of those that quickly raised money on behalf of Wunmi. They raised money. They tried to dig into public sympathy, empathy. And now she's saying that DNA should be a private thing, a family thing that needs to be dealt with in that way. The demise of Mohbad, is it not supposed to be homicide? It's a family thing. Family thing. No, this is attached to crime. So it's not going to be a family thing again. That's why people are standing firm, strong, holding on to the legs of Mohbad's father like, man, don't walk astray, walk straight. Because our eyes are peeled open. We are watching. We don't want you to I know change is the only constant thing in life. At times, someone might be advised and they will be told, you know what, let us deal with this in a family court. Regardless of it, either it's a family court or not, we know fully that Wunmi refused to get DNA done. Normally, if Wunmi had gotten the DNA done, we will not be in where we are today. She came up with these lies that Mohbad's father wants to take that child from her. And I'm kind of like, how stupid and dumb can that narrative be? Because the man had reached out and said, okay, come with the child, let's get DNA done. She said, you all know how she does her thing. She'll be talking, ranting without making sense. At the end of the day, she's trying to make it appear that Mohbad's father took Mohbad and his siblings from Mohbad's mother, and that is what the man wants to do with Liam. How does that make sense? In this time and age, Mohbad's father will collect Liam, a baby of about 6 to 7 months. Then take the baby from you and say, I want to be breastfeeding the child. Stupid. Doesn't make sense. That was never going to happen. Never ever going to happen. So she just used that as an excuse because the paternity of that child is something that she wants to keep secret because she needs that child to be next of kin. They are still working on their cooked up story of saying that Mohbad's revenue must go to that child, and that's it. At first, they wanted to cut Mohbad's father off. That is a relationship between Mohbad's mother and Wunmi, and of course his younger brother. That's what's keeping them together. But as it stands, they believe that the last card is for them to keep on with the lies of paternity. But now that it has gotten to this point, Mohbad's father is saying, you know what? Now I'm going to move with a lawyer here. We are going to, because of pressure from the public. And the part of Lisa Anjorin and the Yabu their case, they will settle that themselves. They will settle that themselves. They've been at each other's neck for a long, long time. It's not something that is new. So they've been dragging themselves. In fact, she's one of those that gave Yabu Sepeteri, and they've really attacked each other and they've showed each other strength. I think court had to get into their matter and they settled both of them and said both of them should not drag themselves publicly anymore. Is Yabu a good influence? She has her own fans. She has her fans. Is she a good influence? Well, that is left for you to decide on this case of justice for Mohbad. People have looked and said, no, woman, you have not been a good influence. You have not been truthful. You have not been straightforward on this matter. You have connived, you have cornered, you have done a lot that, if not for the voices of people, you would have used Gisle's lover and yourself and Tontoles DK to run the show, to sway the direction of justice. But unfortunately, all that she did in the past, none of it right now at all in any way she can say, yes, this is the truth.